Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Legal Decipher. In the previous video, we talked about Chapter 10 of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. If you have not seen that video, you can go and check it. The link is in the description below. Today, we are going to talk about Chapter 11 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. We'll go through the chapter and try to understand how the criminal codes work and how the Criminal Procedure Code is followed. So if you are new here, please like and subscribe to my channel for video notifications. So let's get started. So today we are going to talk about chapter 11, which talks about preventive action of the police. Now this is a very short chapter and it contains of only 5 sections. Okay, so we'll quickly go through this. Now the first section is section 149 that says police to prevent cognizable offences. So every police officer, when he is informed of any cognizable offence, he shall to the best of his ability prevent the commission of any such cognizable offence. So it is the duty of the police officer to prevent a cognizable offence from happening or to prevent the commission of any cognizable offence to the best of his ability. Okay, now section 150 says that information of design to commit cognizable offence. So if the police officer receives any information regarding the design of any commission of cognizable offence, so when the police officer comes to know about any design or any information that there is a cognizable offence that is going to happen. Okay, so in this case the police officer shall communicate such information to the officer to whom he is subordinate. Okay, so he will inform about such information to the senior police officer under whom he is subordinate, and those officers will take preventive measures from against the commission of such cognizable offence. Now let's move on to section 151. It says arrest to prevent the commission of cognizable offence. So when a police officer who knows that there is a design to commit any cognizable offence or a cognizable offence is going to happen, then he may arrest without orders from a magistrate and without a warrant. So in this case he can arrest without a magistrate's order or a warrant, arrest warrant, if it appears to such officer that the commission of the offence cannot be otherwise prevented. So if the police officer is well aware that the person who is designing such commission of cognizable offence cannot be prevented otherwise from committing such offence, then the police officer will arrest such person as soon as possible without any magistrate order or without any warrant. And subsection 2 to section 151 says that no person arrested under subsection 1 shall be detained in custody for a period exceeding 24 hours from the time of arrest. So in this case also the arrested person will not be taken into police custody for more than 24 hours. He will be arrested and transferred to a magistrate within 24 hours. Okay, now section 152 says that prevention of injury to public property. So a police officer may try to prevent any injury that is attempted or to be committed which is against the public property. So when a offence is occurring on a particular place that offence intends to injure any public property, then if such police officer comes to know about that commission of offence or that attempt of such commission, then whether the property is movable or immovable, then the police officer will try to prevent such injury. Now what kind of injuries are we talking about? We are talking about injuries to any public landmark or buoy or any other mark used for navigation. So all these properties also come under this movable or immovable properties that we are talking about here. So any kind of injury that is going to happen to these kind of properties will be prevented by a police officer if he comes to know about the commission or attempt to commit such injury. Now let's move on to section 153. It is the last section of this chapter. It says inspection of weights and measures. So any police officer who is in charge of a police station may, without a warrant, enter any place within the limits of such station. So a police station has a jurisdiction, and within such jurisdiction there is any place where weights and measures or instruments of weighing and measuring are kept therein. So in such place the police can anytime enter without a warrant for the purpose of inspecting or searching for any such weight or measures or instruments regarding weighing or measuring. Okay, now when he will do so, when he will inspect or search for such weight or measures or instruments thereof, when he believes that those weights, measures or instruments thereof are false. So if he believes that they are false, then he may enter upon such place anytime without any warrant to inspect or search them. Now if he finds that any such weights or measures or instruments thereof are actually false, so first of all he believed that they were false, so he entered upon that particular place for a search or an inspection and actually found that those instruments of weighing and measuring are false, actually they are false, then he may seize the same, but he will not keep it to himself. He will forthwith give information of such seizure to the local magistrate having jurisdiction thereof. So that's all in this video. If you like my videos, then don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video.